Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. I hope your day's going great. I hope the holidays are treating you right. Mine's been awesome so far, and today we have a real interesting video. We're going to be talking a lot about the state of Overwatch and hero bans. We're going to start it off with a clip coming out from Taimou where he pretty much goes on and on about what the issues are with Overwatch right now, and at the end of the day, how hero bans can actually help make the game better, and that's just really what he wants to see implemented. So we're going to play that clip. Then after, I'm going to show you guys a few responses. Aero went on Twitter and he said that he thinks hero bans will also help improve the game. But then, interestingly enough, Jake from the Houston Outlaws, he came out and said that he does not think that hero bans is the answer, and he gave a few reasons why. So we're going to be going through all of those responses. Then at the end of the video, we are going to be taking a look at some other things. We have an incredible play coming out from DeFran with McCree, and then I also want to show you guys my friend, my old teammate Motorius. He is starting up a YouTube channel, and he's making incredible Overwatch League analysis. If you guys want to stay updated on all Overwatch League news, be sure to subscribe and drop a like on this video. And now, without further ado, let's go and jump into it. So all of this talk started earlier today on Taimou's stream. He was going on with rants for like 10-20 minutes about Overwatch, and honestly there was just so much to clip and talk about, but thankfully at the very end of it he did do like a TLDR and went over everything just so everybody would know what he wants to be put out, so that nobody clickbaits or uses Reddit to change what he means. So we'll go ahead and roll the last couple minutes of his stream yesterday to show you guys everything he said and everything he wants you to hear.
Actually reading and listening to the whole thing requires some attention. Nobody got time for that. I agree. Like, people, like, what I really want, okay, clip this. What I really want people in Reddit to listen to is like the whole rant. I ranted about it like 4 times in that thread, and I'm gonna sum it up all once more for you. I've said damage amps broke the game. You know why? Because when they added damage amps, they made the game unbalanceable. Because of damage amp, they added more healing into the game. Like Ana, they added burst healing into the game. Then they made snipers really good, and also people got better at snipers, so snipers became overpowered. Now they added more healing. That resulted in tanks being overpowered. And then they added more burst into the game, as in McCree and bullshit. And now we're in the state we are right now. We have insane amount of bursts, one-shots, and burst healing, which makes like damage dealers that do not do burst damage useless. If Overwatch wanted to balance their game, they would have never added damage amps, they would have never added snipers, or they would have added a sniper as in Widowmaker, but with no mobility and bullshit. But this is not the argument I'm trying to make here. I'm not trying to balance the game anymore. It's impossible. You don't balance the game. You make the game fun by either adding hero bans. Well, that's pretty much it. You have to add hero bans at this point to make the game more exciting, fun, and banning broken heroes. And sure, you're gonna have really wacky, really overpowered comps as like triple DPS without D.Va and shit. But at least it's more interesting than playing goats. That's the point I'm trying to make. I hate when people are like, oh, he's talking about damage amps and bullshit. I'm not trying to argue to balance the game anymore. It's useless. They can't balance the game. They should just make it fun. That's the rant I'm trying to make. Just make the game fun. No, balanced. You can't make it balanced. There you go.
Okay, so clearly Taimou has some issues with Overwatch. He's going on and on about things that have ruined the game and problems that the game faces in order to get better. And at the end of the day, I think a lot of it comes down to just adding hero bans so that the game can be more fun, more enjoyable, so we don't have to sit through the same exact games over and over. I get that they're different, not every game is identical, but when you're running the same comps, it really feels repetitive as a player and it gets tiring. GOATS has been in the meta forever, and I do know and feel like Blizzard will change the meta up during the league season, but that doesn't change the fact that the last 6 to 7 months have been littered with goats versus goats versus goats versus goats everywhere. And the players are fed up. and a lot of the players are fed up, and they do think that banning heroes is the best option right now. There are mixed opinions about adding hero bans into the Overwatch League, but overall the general consensus from most high community, high top tier players is that it's a good idea. Aero Atkins, the head coach of the Dallas Fuel, had to say this on Twitter about adding hero bans. Been a fan of hero bans for a long time. Even have used a 2-hero ban system in tryouts to force a meta and or test leaders' creativity. Watching a team adapt to something new is exciting. Scouting, preparation, strategy, and creativity have more value. Then down below he proposed some options on how you could do this. Home team gets to choose one of these, either first ban hero or second ban hero, and then side choice, attack versus defense. Away team gets the other one. So for example, if home team decides to take the second hero ban, away team bans Diva, home team bans Widow, away team decides to defend, what comps would you run? Pretty exciting scenario. I would love to see that play out with Overwatch League teams. And down below he said this: while I would like to see more heroes that can accomplish the off-tank role of damage, mitigation / utility without a shield, and more hero options in general, I think the roster is big enough to warrant one ban per team. One quick tweak: the choice would work differently for a 4-map set versus a best of. In 4 maps, home team would get to choose the maps they want the choice on for 2 out of 4 maps. Away team gets the others. Example, home team opts to choose on maps 1 and 4, then the other team would get 3 and 2. Then in a best of series, the higher seed gets a choice on map 1, loser gets the choice on subsequent maps. And player rosters would still have to be determined prior to hero ban. It would make for a whole separate mind game / strategy around specialist versus flexes. Taking specifically Overwatch League and Contenders tournaments matches, hero bans in competitive would need to look a little bit different. So here's Aero giving a whole bunch of examples on how it could work, and honestly, I like it. I'm with Aero, I'm with Taimou, I'm with everyone else who agrees that we should at least be testing them and seeing how they could possibly work. I think it would be a great idea. There's enough heroes, but not everybody kind of agrees with this. And now moving on to Jake, who is also on Aero and Taimou's side, but he took a different spin on this and he argued against the people who are bringing up common arguments that hero bans aren't good. So let's go and take a look at Jake's tweets about this whole situation. Common argument against hero bans in Overwatch is that they reduce hero diversity. I think this is simply false in a competitive context, for example the Overwatch League and Contenders. In a competitive format, the bans can be regulated via either A, each team may not ban the same hero twice in a 5-map set, or B, add a protect phase before bans. I support both, but I think B may be logistically difficult. Banning a different hero every map will make it functionally impossible to play the same composition over and over again. This exact highly strategic behavior is what has made every meta feel sour after enough time. Playing the same compositions as much as possible makes your players more individually skilled on their roles, while as a team you grow to understand matchups you may face. The only way to change this is with the rule set. Perfect balance is logically not achievable because the dev's mission is to balance the game for a larger portion of the player base. You can only achieve perfect balance if your mission was to balance for a very small fraction of the player base. Honestly, I feel like you can't even argue against Jake here. He makes complete sense and I think he breaks it down in a great way to understand. The game will be overall more diverse if there is hero bans, because right now we see the same games, the same comps, the same plays over and over. If we throw in hero bans, then teams will all come up with their own strategies and figure out what works for them best, not what works for everyone overall best, which is what we're stuck in right now. And that is why metas last for so damn long without any change. Now say we had hero bans, if there was something so damn broken that every team started running, you can just ban it, and then boom, teams have to find a new way to play the game at a high level. That to me is way more exciting than watching teams try to perfect the same comp for 6 months straight. I don't know if you guys disagree or agree with that. I feel like most of you guys will agree with that because honestly, we all just want to have fun playing Overwatch, and currently, it's not fun for anybody. Anyways, that's it for that topic. Leave a comment down below letting us know what your opinion is, and now let's move on and take a look at this crazy clip from Defran where he got nano boosted on McCree and he just fanned the hammer, or should I say defranned the hammer. Roll the clip.
Nice, dude.
Fuck the break, dude. Right click the shit out of the break. Go. Go, go, go. Right click, right click, right click. Go on there, dude. Oh, let's break it. Ah, dude.
Did you
Let's move on to the last part of the video, and I want to give a quick shout out to my old teammate and good dear friend Motorius, who is making incredible analysis videos on ESTNN YouTube channel. Now, the link will be down below. I'm telling you guys, this is a really good analysis. He broke down a play of gestures in the Overwatch League Grand Finals, London vs Philadelphia, and it's like, I don't even know. I'm mind blown. I was surprised when he made this and sent it to me. It is so damn good. I love it. If you guys love high level analysis, I would check it out. Link is down below. Anyways, thank you for watching the video, guys. Continue to have a great winter break. I'm out of here. Peace.